7.3c, graphing horizontal and vertical lines. The standard form of a linear equation in two variables is ax plus by equals c. And the a, b, and c are constants, and the a and b are not a zero, okay? So that would be standard form. Horizontal lines will cross the y-axis. So this is a horizontal line, and you can see it's crossing this y-axis, isn't it? And vertical lines, going up and down, they're going to cross the x-axis, won't they? See that? We can graph y equals 3. This is the equation, y equals 3. That little bitty thing is considered an equation. And we can graph it by writing this equation in standard form. And you may think, y equals 3 can be written like this? Yeah, it can. We're going to set x to equal a 0 because there's no x in that equation, is there? And there's only one y here, so that's going to be a plus 1y, and it's going to equal 3. See? We did it. We put it in standard form. And we can see on the coordinate plane that for any value of x, y is going to be equal to 3. So y is at the 3 right here. It's crossing the y-axis at the 3 point. And it doesn't matter what point we choose on the line, y is going to be at 3. See that? So any ordered pair that has y as a 3 is a solution. So we could have -2 for x and y is 3, or a 0 for x and y is 3, or a 4 for x and y is 3. See? -2, 0, see? Or 3. The y is staying at the 3. See that? And the line is parallel to the x-axis. See that? With the y-intercept as 3. And we can graph x equals -4. That's our equation, x equals -4, by writing the equation in standard form. So there's only one x here, so we set it as 1x. There's no y in the equation, so we set y to equal 0, and it equals a -4. We can see that for any value of y, that x is going to be equal to -4. See? It's at -4. No matter how far up or down we go, x is going to be a -4. And any ordered pair that has x as a -4 is going to be a solution. So y could be down here at -6, or it could be at 0, or it could be at 5. X is staying at -4, and it's making a vertical line going straight up, isn't it? See that? So remember, the y-axis is vertical, the x-axis is horizontal, and when one of the coefficients in a linear equation is 0, it can be written in standard form. So if you see something like y is equal to 3, there's no x in here, so x is equal to 0. If x isn't in the equation, he's 0. And if y isn't in the equation, he's 0. All right? And then you can write it in standard form. So for horizontal and vertical lines, for the constants a and b, the graph of y equals b is going to be the x-axis, or a line parallel to the x-axis, and the y-intercept will be the b. And for a graph of x equals a, it's the y-axis, or a line parallel to the y-axis with x-intercept a. See? I know that sounds confusing, but if you look at the graph while you read that, it'll make sense. See? So for a graph of y, that's what this is. It's a graph of y. It's going to equal this 3. See? So if y equals 3, then the line's going to be parallel to the x-axis. See? And if x equals a, it's going to be parallel to the y-axis. See? So if x is -4, so whatever x is equal to, and it's all -4, it's going to be parallel to the y-axis. See? See? And same thing with this one. It's parallel to the x-axis. All right? So our next video, 7.4a, we're going to talk about the meaning of slope. There's actually the slope of a line. Think about the slope of the side of a mountain. And if you want to have a review, or if you haven't seen graphing equations, or equations with two variables, or graph using the intercepts, or linear equations, you can check out this description in this video. There'll be links to those, and there'll be a link to the Grade 8 Math Linear Equation playlist. All right? Okay, so we're going to move on, and I'll talk to you about slope. Think of like a skier going down the slope of a mountain, right? Or a mountain climber climbing the slope of a mountain he's climbing up. All right? I'll see you there. Bye.